raised, Magnolia, Arkansas, population 12,000, 26 years.
Arkansans are proud of where they're from, and when you move away, you're always going to miss something.
You know, working all over the strip, it just wasn't the same as from the food from back home, so I needed something that reminded me of family, friends, and the atmosphere.
After moving from Magnolia to Las Vegas to attend culinary school, John gave his brother Dusty a call.
I said, listen, man, he's like best food in the world, but no really good Southern barbecue.
We went back to Magnolia and picked up a smoker and drove it out here, started selling sandwiches on the side of the road.
From the side of the road to the Rollin' Smoke brick and mortar, which is still going strong more than a decade later.
And pretty amazing how Arkansas-style barbecue took off in Vegas.
And like any good Arkansans, they're spreading more than just smoked hogs.
We're teaching them right now in the restaurant. You know, everybody, all the employees, anybody that comes in, you know, you call the Hogs, get you 10% discount, you know, to have some fun with it, right? That's what it's about.
Hey, and after more than a decade of bringing the Razorbacks to Vegas, they finally get to see the real deal in person Thursday.
Actually be our first time going to a live game. You know, all the games, even Rolling with Nolan back there, all on the TV. So this will be the first live person event that we're going to, and we're stoked.
You know, it's going to be just amazing, you know, being able to be with our hometown, pretty much home state people. So it's going to be awesome.
Just hearing that, ooh, I mean, listen, I can feel it in my blood already. It's I'm excited just visualizing that moment.
It's just a team that we knew had the potential to kind of put it all together. So to see them here in the Sweet 16 it's just amazing. I'm so proud of them.
Part of that upset over the Jayhawks was led by Devo Davis, who dropped 25 points against Kansas. Davis has been with Musselman since he arrived on the Hill in 2019, and Danielle, like many Razorbacks, is proud of the junior from Jacksonville.
He's been to 2 Elite Eight, so he's someone that, you know, has basically only kind of experienced greatness whenever it comes to March Madness, but then here you are part of a team that has just, you know, had issues this year, and so he is like a son to Eric and I, and he's just, I mean, I have no words.
We all know Coach Musselman is passionate. We saw it when he took his shirt off when the Hogs upset Kansas. Danielle says that's not a new thing either.
It started years ago whenever we were at University of Nevada, and we won our first conference title, and he wanted to put on the t-shirt that said, you know, like conference champion. So he took his shirt off and he was trying to put the t-shirt on, but the team just grabbed him into the celebration. So he just kind of went with it and started celebrating with the shirt off.
The Musselmans have spent plenty of time here in the Silver State, but mostly in Reno, which is about 7 hours away. However, they've been to Vegas multiple times for basketball events. And Danielle says it's nice to have this tournament game here, as the Musselmans have family in California.
In the state of Nevada. What's really cool is I have several friends from Reno that are coming down and going to the game on Thursday, so that's really fun. It's great for so many family members that are on the West Coast that we don't get to see a lot to be able to easily come. My mother-in-law just got in town, so that's easy and awesome for her. And I love Vegas. Like you said, we spent so much time here. We would play here once a year. We'd play in the Mountain West tournament every single year, and so it's a place I'm very, very comfortable with and that I really enjoy.
Meet Jude Sadler.
What I like to do is just kind of try to make people laugh.
The 10-year-old's blood runs Razorback red. His father, Daniel, is from Benton and graduated from the U of A.
I grew up going to Razorback games at Barton Coliseum in Little Rock, so it was important for me to be able to, you know, take Jude to games. We've been to 3 basketball games now and 1 football game.
Hog faithfuls may recognize Jude from this viral TikTok that's gained millions of views and national attention. It shows his parents pulling an epic prank.
While you got good grades, they weren't perfect, okay? And so we're not going to watch the Razorback game on TV today.
They had an even better idea.
We're going to drive about 5 hours and we're going to go to the Razorback game today. And we're going to watch the Razorbacks beat Kansas.
It was really fun. We were stressed, but it all paid off in the end.
We actually had KU fans on either side of us. And it was kind of funny because the louder Jude would cheer, the louder they would cheer.
Not only was this trip a reward for good grades, but also good deeds. Instead of making his 10th birthday all about him, as most young kids do, Jude decided to throw a party for a children's shelter and donate gifts to other kids. Razorback Athletics saw the TikTok and wanted to send some gear to this future Razorback, but that's not all. Jude's parents invited us to be part of yet another surprise.
I've got some breaking news for you. Thanks to your parents, you're going to the Sweet 16. You're going to Vegas. How does that feel?
It feels great.
You want to hug your mom and dad?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Leave tomorrow.
Whether or not the Hogs celebrate a win come Thursday night, these parents say they've already won.
This little man does so much for others. He deserves this.
I love you, buddy.
Welcome into Hog Hype Las Vegas edition. And look who we tracked down here outside T-Mobile Arena. It's Locked on Razorback podcast host John Neighbors. John, you beat us to Vegas by like 24 hours. What's the vibe been like? What have you been seeing?
Well, I haven't slept, so that's been really great. But it's been a great vibe, though. You can tell that this is a city that doesn't sleep, and you start to see a lot of Razorback fans coming in. I know they're excited. I don't know if you can get flights in or out from the state of Arkansas into Vegas anymore because it's been wild. But what a great spot. I mean, to have an NCAA tournament, Sweet 16, and especially with the Razorbacks and UConn, you can't ask for anything better than that.
I mean, there's a roller coaster going over your head right now. I know you guys can't see it, but that's kind of setting the scene for where we're at. And you were inside the locker room earlier today talking with the Hogs. I mean, what's the sense you get from the team? How are they feeling?
Well, you can tell that they're extremely confident after that win against Kansas, and they all in their minds they feel like they figured it out. They felt like after a game like that, the comeback, they know what to do. And with the preparation that they have and going up against UConn, not to say UConn's not a really good team because they are, but if you can beat Kansas, why can't you beat UConn? You know, why can't you beat Gonzaga or UCLA, whoever you end up playing? Why can't you go to the Final Four? So you can tell there's always been some confidence, but there's a lot of confidence on this team right now, especially from some of those guys that made some big plays in that game against Kansas.
You talk about a guy who might need to get some confidence back. You know, Central Arkansas's Nick Smith Jr. kind of was riding the pine at the end of that Kansas game. Hasn't played well in March so far. What are you seeing from him? What does he need to do?
He just needs to let the game come to him. We all know how talented he is. I mean, the guy's an NBA draft pick, a lottery pick for a reason. And I know that he is a guy that has shown this year even he's capable of putting up some big points, but he just needs to go out there and hit his open shots, not try too hard, not press too hard, and not let the moment get to him. I felt like maybe there were some times where, he felt like he had to do so much because he's Nick Smith and he has to help his team out. He has to just settle down, and I think that he's got some attributes defensively he can help. I think offensively, of course, they need his three-point shooting. They need his good jump shots. If he just finds a way to settle into that role and come out strong against UConn and have a good start, I feel like that's the key for him. Have a really good start, then I don't see there's any reason that he can't have a big game against the Huskies.